Hello, my name is Liz. I am the Femme Genius, and this is a reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of October 2023. And this reading, the intention of it, it's a mini reading, is just to help you for your highest and greatest good for the next month. Oh my gosh, the cards are just flying out for you, Taurus. And it was so interesting because before I came on the call, I was hearing the word love, and it was singing in my head. It was the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love. And it was the beginning lines of it where they're just going like, love, love, love. Okay. So it feels like this is a month for you that's really centering around love, your ability to love, your ability to receive love. I hear people saying like, I just love you. I just love you. And it's like, are you ready to receive that? Are you ready to pull that in? Are you ready to feel deserving of that? Because that is so important, where people can say, I love you all day long and really mean it. But if you don't believe that you are capable of being loved, if you don't believe that you are capable of receiving love, then those are just words. It's just stuff that floats right by you. And it's like I'm seeing, like there's no room at the inn. Also, there was something like my clock was just saying 101, and I don't know why, like I was really pulled into that, and I felt like it had to do with a song lyric or with a sign that's been coming through with somebody. So I'm just going to say that out loud, 101. Maybe it's love 101. Like we're going back to the basics of like, can you give love? Yes. Can you receive love? Yes. How do you do that? Like it just feels like going back to that core of that exchange of love, because what's going on for you, we have the 5 of Swords, the Magician, the High Priestess, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. And this is so cool because I want to actually go into, like, you have a lot of this really beautiful creative energy. And I want to say, like, you do know what you're talking about. You do know what your messaging is. You do have worth, because I'm looking at this 5 of Swords and this Queen of Swords, and it's like you're here feeling so confused about something, and your higher self is here being like, hello, like I have the answers. Could you just like tap into being able to receive it and let it be easy? Because like it feels like the outcome of this month is you really stepping into this Queen of Swords, being able to see things from a bird's eye view, being able to see a lot further into the future and set goals based on that. Also being able to use your emotions. There's a little cup here under her sit upon. Being able to really bring in a balance of what's going on logically. How is your thought process? What are you, making decisions based on up here? And how is your heart also informing that? So it feels like you are coming into this much more balanced way of like viewing what is possible for you, what is coming for you, what you're laying the groundwork for. But it also feels like that missing piece is that nugget of love. And excuse me, I also feel like I haven't had this with any other sign, but I'm just going to say that like it feels like there's something caught in my throat as I'm here. So it may be really helpful this month to do some throat clearing meditations. You can find those on like YouTube. Anything that's like the blue light of Archangel Michael, or anything that has to do with like any type of blue light energy, any throat clearing. You can look up the like frequencies, the number frequency for throat clearing, and listen to those like binaural beats or those frequencies. It just feels like that could be helpful for you. I'm going to cough. I'm so sorry. Let me clear my throat. Great. I'm just like laughing because that's such a great song. And then I thought about like at my wedding reception, there was like 100 of us on the dance floor singing Let Me Clear My Throat. And I don't think my elders had any idea what was happening. Anyway, so we also have the Magician and the High Priestess. What's so neat about these two coming out is, to me, these are a couple. Usually people talk about the High Priestess and the High Priest, or the Hierophant go together in the deck, But to me, like, these are two sides of the same coin, where we're talking about our ability to connect with source energy and to bring in manifestations, to make things happen in our lives. What is it that you're going to create if you truly believe that you have all the tools you need in order to co-create the life that you desire? And it feels like there's this connection with your intuition, allowing yourself to channel through like what is really possible, what really is going on. This again is pulling me back. There's so much like back and forth happening right now. So if it feels like on your path this month as well, that like you're having to like double back and like check the books or like go and do this, or, oh, I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, just find ways to ground yourself. I feel very ungrounded. It does not feel unsafe to me, but I'm just acknowledging that this reading, I'm already like, ooh, let me show you this, and ooh, let me show you that, and I'm like, oh, let me look at these cards, but then I'm pulling up other cards. So it just feels like if you feel very scattered this month, I don't necessarily think that you need to change anything, because it's almost like you're standing at this buffet of life, or like this soundboard of life. And that's an energy that can also be very exciting, very uplifting. But just if you feel like you're becoming like ungrounded to the point of not being able to rest or not being able to think straight, just find those little ways, like get out in nature, walk barefoot outside if that's safe for you, drinking water, moving energy through you. Just feels like there might be a little bit of scattered energy. But back to the other thing. I'm going to go back to this card, the Five of Swords, and this one, the High Priestess. Both of them have this beautiful green background. And here we have that higher self, and she's channeling with her higher self. And so I just wanted to bring that in too, that there's a lot of this energy of like your higher self or your guides or source energy are really talking to you this month. And if this is something that feels a little bit out of your reach, if you're like, I don't channel, where do you think your ideas come from? Where do you think your wants come from? Where do you think your dreams come from? Like, you are channeling. Where do you think, like, just knowing a word off the top of your head as soon as you need it? Like, yes, your brain is involved, but your channel's involved too. You're channeling all the time. Like, give yourself a little break. 'Cause like, I just heard someone be like, I don't channel. You do. Trust me that you do. What's also really neat here is that it just feels like there's a lot of alchemy going on, like that you are processing old energies, that you're moving old things through. So don't be surprised if maybe like, it's like you get a notification that like an old account that was just sitting dormant is suddenly being closed, or that, I don't know, like you had overpaid a medical bill or something by like $1.25 like 6 years ago, and suddenly like you get a check in the mail for like $1.25, but it's like it closes out that old energy. So it feels like there's like passive closure happening this month. So just set the intention that like, okay, I welcome anything that needs to be closed just to close. And it feels like where this is leading, moving up to November, is calling in more aligned clients, more aligned help, more aligned. Sorry, because when I'm saying those two words together, it sounds like more aligned, Coraline, or something. But it just feels like this aligned partnership, aligned family unit, where everybody's got what they want. Everybody can share their gifts. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're not, or if you are invited to like speak on some kind of panel or to be part of some kind of group this month. Don't let yourself, and this feels like it goes along with like, don't talk yourself out of being chosen for something like that. Being like, I'm not that great. I can't sit on that dais with those people. Like, I'm not that. Receive the love, receive the offer, let yourself take the time to like move through the emotions that might bring up. But it just feels like if you're kind of like chosen to be part of something this month, don't push it away just because you're not sure of how great you are. Okay? Taurus, I'm just sending you so much love, 101. And I hope you have a wonderful month of October. And until November, stay grounded, stay magical, and I will see you next month. Bye.